Take us through final connection from Frank to JT. What did you see on that play? What were the emotions like on the sideline?
We knew we had a good play call. You know, we had an RPO on, and when they went straight zero in the box, you know what was coming. We had tried it earlier in the game. It was incomplete, but we came back to it. JT and Frank made it happen.
What was it like playing another tight, really back and forth game off the heels of last week?
I've told our coaches and our players, you know, this is going to prepare us for later on in the year. I mean, you and I have joked about it, you know, just some conversations on the side before, just how many of these games we've been in together. Y'all got to have a blast being covering our teams. We find a way to make it a one-possession game every game.
Does that give you an advantage in a situation like this? These guys have been through it before?
You'd be amazed at how much they believe. They always believe. Down 28-14. We lost our emotion a little bit there. I was disappointed in that. Lost our head a little bit. And I told them it's just like, you ever watched the movie Rocky, where he had to go into Russia and beat Drago? That's what we were doing tonight. Nobody was for us, you know, nobody, except for our media and our fans, and it's what it was. It was an all-out war, and we just went up and won in a really hostile, tough place to win. And I couldn't be more proud of my kids.
This is when you had a couple of chances to potentially win it in regulation, either with a stop or with the field goal there at the end. How do you get the guys to regroup going into the overtime period?
Make the next play, control the controllable, let it go, right? Had the pass interference penalty on third and forever, that was a killer. And then they had it marked as third down and 2, and should have been first down, and then they changed it, and they got off the play, and you know, I wish I'd have burned a time out there just to get my guys back settled down, because it was first down, it's DPI. But that was a critical mistake we made there and what sent to overtime.
Yeah, how did they manage to get loose for a few big passing plays today? Was it something with your guys' approach or what?
No, it's just they run the ball real well, and when it looks like they're crack blocking for a run and they fake it and go, it's hard. It's just hard in the moment. There's every video, if you want to watch every game Army's ever played, they're that wide open on all play action passes. And we got better as the game went. Like they hit one in overtime. They had them covered like a blanket down there. But we got him to the ground and got him off the field.
It was like midway through the third quarter, you guys were down 14 points, and then everything seemed to swing. So something that changed there for you guys?
No. Army kept making some crucial plays. We were close and getting them off the field, and just something, one little bit or one eye, just one thing. I'm really proud of. Just really proud how our kids just hung in there.
You forced them to punt on back-to-back possessions in that stretch, and it was the only time today that they had to punt. There must have been something going right in the defense.
Well, Booker Brown made a heck of a play. Got him third and long, and we hadn't called. When I called Rangers, I was like, is this the first time? That's our punt return team. I think it's the first time I called them all night. Well, we got 11 out there.
And then on the offensive end, there was a couple of long drives you guys put together. Frank started to look crisp in that stretch. Was it just kind of finding a rhythm, or how did you get going so well in that period of the game?
Oh, Frank does a good job. Coach Stein did a good job. Coach Maddox, all of our staff did. It's a huge RPO-based offense, and whatever they give us, Frank can figure it out and take us to the right spot. There's not hardly a time where Frank doesn't put the ball in the right spot anymore.
How did you feel about the way the guys played coming out of the gate to start the game? It seemed like there were some mistakes up there that proved costly in certain stretches.
Well, the holding penalty, cost us a touchdown. That was tough. They did a couple of things different. We weren't, we had to get adjusted to, but just some sideline adjustments. We were fine.
You feel like the guys were mentally sharp and kind of locked in from the go today?
Oh yeah, they were fine. There was none of that. Those guys were ready to go. There was no airplane hangover, 5-hour hotel late. It's crazy, but no. At halftime I really told them we're better. I just told them I said, man, we're better than them, and we're fixing to go out there and prove it, and we did.
Yeah, what happened with the travel situation and the complications of that?
Just with the plane, they brought a part in, and it went from 10-minute delay to a 30-minute delay to an hour, 2 hours, to 4 hours, to 5 hours. So very frustrating.
How much does that change kind of your plan for this evening and the way you ready for the game?
Huge. You wouldn't want to do that very often. I mean, when you get here at 9:30 at night, that's tough. Those kids didn't get to. Just their whole schedule's falling off. They didn't get a walkthrough. They didn't get meetings, chapel. I mean, it's just a lot. But they didn't blink. They didn't blink.
Yeah. Does it say something about the resilience of the group too?
It's who they are. My single-digit guys. It's who they are. it's a player's game, man. It's a player's game, and I got great players.
We've been talking about the offensive line all week. How do you feel like that group held up with some of the
They're fantastic. We had 3 penalties that were crucial. I thought one of them was very weak. 2 of them were obvious. We got to get better there, obviously.
And then you're getting ready for Texas. I don't know if you guys saw, they were very competitive with Alabama today. What's the early outlook for that game?
24 hours. I'm going to enjoy this one. 24 hours. See y'all.